about SEO and SaaS marketing. And I thought that probably the best way for me to answer it would just be to do a live video. Haven't done one of these in a while. So let me just pull up his website. He has a product called FBar, and let me show it to you here. So this is the landing page, and his questions were around SEO and how we can improve the search results for this product. But I think right away I'm seeing some opportunities that he could pursue that I think would be even lower hanging fruit that could also improve his discoverability and help him better rank for search terms. So the big problem on this page is this right here. This is the name of the product, but as far as names go, it's not incredibly compelling. And what is probably more compelling is this part here. But even this here, I think we could improve. So let me give you some practical example of this. So let me just start by turning on design mode. Okay, so the first thing I would do is I would make this more descriptive. Manage your Laravel Forge servers in your Mac OS menu bar, and it looks like he also has iOS on iOS. This is really the compelling promise of this product. That what can you do with it? How is this utility going to help you? It's going to help you because you can manage your Laravel Forge servers in your macOS menu bar and on iOS. Hey Noah, how's it going? Hey Jason, good to see you. FBar, yeah, that's the name of the product. So I would lead with this. In fact, I think we could remove this altogether and just paste this in. Manager in your Mac OS menu bar. Actually, let's go back. Hold on. Let's keep this layout. Let's go like this. Tell me what you think about this. So, manage your Laravel Forge. There. Also available on iOS. So here we're going to lead with the promise of the product. Manage your Laravel Forge servers in your Mac OS menu bar or on iOS. I'm not sure. We could play with this. I'm not sure what would be better here. That doesn't quite work, but this is the promise of the product. And you might also in the subheader want to describe this as a tool or utility for Laravel Forge. So if you scroll down, actually let's create another copy here of the marketing site. So if you look at the folks who are already tweeting about it, which are often, the people who decide to publicly promote your product, these folks, we need to examine the language they use when they're promoting your product. This person here said, oh, this is interesting. He actually has different, let me refresh this. I thought I saw some different, manage your Laravel Forge servers from your Mac's menu bar. This little tool is really a huge time saver from Sweden. So tool and time saver, maybe in the subheader, we want to describe that, right? So back here, a utility for Laravel Forge available on Mac and iOS. So this is first iteration stuff. I don't want you to be thinking, oh, this could be better. We can massage this a little bit more. Of course we could. The whole idea though is that we got to replace this real estate here with something that's really compelling, like manage your Laravel Forge servers in your macOS menu bar, a utility for Laravel Forge available on Mac and iOS. Instantly, in a couple seconds, gives folks an idea of what is this, who is it for, and what is it for, why do I care? And then this screenshot down here makes a lot more sense, right? It's like if you're a Laravel developer who uses Forge and you need to be quickly going in and out of there, you need to be quickly rebooting, you need to be quickly, see the deployment log or redeploy the site. This is a tool that allows you to do that. So that's the first kind of big takeaway is your most valuable real estate is right here at the beginning, and FBAR just isn't compelling enough. You really want to tell folks what this is about. So I'm trying to see if there's anything else on this page I would address before we look into SEO stuff. This is interesting too. Sometimes comments like this, you might want to put higher up. So you could even put it up here. I'm not sure if we have room there, but I would play around with maybe seeing if you can get this a little bit higher on the page, and maybe even lead with it in this white section here. So I don't know if I'm probably not gonna be able to, I don't know if I can do that live, but having a quote, a testimonial from somebody, that might help. Let's see if we can put this just in a div and have it work. So yeah, we might be something like this. Make it seem like a quote as well. If this is a testimonial, and now you've got, this headline here. We could even shrink this down if we wanted to, make it take up less real estate. Let's see here. We could bring this down to a 4.5 maybe. And so now it's not taking up as much vertical real estate. And then, yeah, you get something like this down here. Again, these testimonials and ways that your customers describe your product, a solution for monitoring and controlling Laravel Forge servers. That's great. And if this is a star rating, is that what that is? If this is a star rating, I would represent that as stars. Where's the star symbol? If it's 4 stars, then put 4 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just instantly helps people understand, okay, this product is well rated by this person. You got to make it as instantly recognizable as you can. Speed up your what workflow? Speed up your Laravel development workflow. I think be specific in your headlines. Yeah, and maybe make easier to access to make it easier to access or access your Forge servers on the fly. Again, I don't know if that's perfect, but access or multiple Laravel accounts. I think for me, and this is, I actually don't have a lot of data to back this up, but in my experience, it's better to have an action verb at the beginning of your headlines if you can. So access multiple Laravel Forge accounts, partly because it forces you to go beyond kind of generic headlines like this, site monitoring. Monitor your Laravel, your Forge servers from your desktop. Deploy with ease. Push notifications. Edit.env log. See, this is already a stronger this is a stronger headline. Edit.env and watch logs. Like that helps you realize, okay, I understand what this is. Yeah, and these here, I would almost sprinkle some of these throughout the page so that they're not just all at the bottom. And I'm not sure why. Am I just not? This here needs to look more like a quote, a testimonial. So I would style this so that it looks better. But even in one of these call out sections, you can use quotes. So, sure, you're going to say 7-day free trial. That's fine. But we could also put this testimonial here, right? And in this call to action, it's okay to put a testimonial in a call to action and style it so that it looks like a testimonial. Get a 7-day free trial. All right, so there's some quick ideas. They're not gospel. They're not absolutely things that Jan, in this case, should do, but some ideas, I think, for improving this page. Because whatever you do on the search engine optimization side, they're eventually going to land here. So we need to make sure that this page is optimized to receive good traffic. If we look at menu bar in Hrefs, we can see, we're going to be able to see some things. Let's start with organic keywords. So getting some traffic for what is Laravel Forge. It says position 2, which is, oh yeah, see, you're on the front page for what is Laravel Forge. So that, I think, yeah, I wouldn't, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a pretty good, it's a pretty good start. Let's look at who your competition is. So Forge itself is going to be, they've got top place here. They've got, Edu CBA has the top place here. You could probably target this question. What is Laravel Forge used for? And then of course, Forge is going to have all this. And then we have a post by Carl Hughes. And so we can look at these posts. Hey, thanks, Sherbert. Sherbert? Appreciate it. And I just want to say hi to Emmett as well. Hey, Emmett. Thanks for being here. So we have to look at who your competition is. This is your competition for this question. And you're never going to beat Forge. It just has too many inbound links. But we can beat EduCBA, right? This is their page. So what are some things we could do to compete with this article? Then you've got this one here by Carl. And, you know, this is your competition. Is yours less complete than this? Is yours not as updated? Does it have less links? Let's put this in here and see where Carl's getting all this traffic from. So we go to organic keywords. What is Laravel Forge? And then let's look at backlinks. So Carl's benefit is his original articles from 2016, and so it's been out on the web longer. And, you know, these are the backlinks that he's getting. Cloudbees.com. One approach is to contact folks like this and say, hey, I've got an updated guide on this. Maybe you want to update your article with a link to my guide. You can take a look at this. This is like some sort of generic free photo site. Those are usually garbage, but it's actually driving some backlinks there. Best apps finder. See, these are actually kind of garbage backlinks. So what this is telling me is that if you get some backlinks from some notable sites for your post, you might actually be able to overtake this particular blog post. Let's actually look at, where did we start here? This is for, so this is kind of your big article. So this is what's competing with Carl's blog post. Another idea that can be helpful is add a YouTube video and embed it in your post. And then you'll also benefit here as well. So you'll get, right now, what is Laravel Forge doesn't really have a video. That's a big opportunity for you to create a video describing what Laravel Forge is, get some people to watch it, get some people to give it a thumbs up, and then also embed it in your post. YouTube takes that, Google takes that as a signal. They want to amplify YouTube videos. That could help a lot here, and it's a big opportunity for you because no one's done it. And I just want to look at so let's look at your article where it's getting inbound links from. So your article has no inbound links as tracked by Ahrefs. That's the difference between Carl's blog post and your blog post. His has inbound links, and his doesn't even have very good ones. So you have a big opportunity if you can reach out to some authoritative sites. Look for opportunities for people who are writing about Laravel, who are writing about Forge, and they just need the definitive description of what Laravel Forge is. That's what you want to do, because that's likely going to be a big driver traffic for this particular blog post. Of course, the question is going to be, will that also will that drive more traffic for you, and will that drive more trials for you? And one thing that I've gotten in the habit of doing, if you look at the Transistor, how we do blog posts, this is Statomix, so also a Laravel app. And if I go into a blog post, what I'll often do is, let's look at this here. If we view this, my blog post template has this call to action at the bottom of every post. If you go to my changelog, changelog is down here. Every time we announce a new feature, we've got the headline and the description, and at the bottom, I'm emphasizing this big call to action, and your post is kind of missing that. Your post is also missing a favicon. So I would change that. I would update that as well. Worth seeing how does this post look in terms of meta tags. So the other thing you're missing is you don't have a social image, right? You need a social image for this post, and you need a favicon. These will also help in terms of discovery and people sharing your article, etc. So I would put an image on there. And this article has no images. So why not have an image of Forge at the very least so people can see what it is in addition to a video? So if you're not, if this is all the meta tags you have, you can generate meta tags through something like metatags.io. You can even, now, of course, we wouldn't normally steal somebody else's image for our blog post, but just to illustrate it, I can save it. Hold on. Forge. So just to illustrate it, so now we've got an image for this blog post, right? And if we're going to generate the meta tags, it would give us all that. And that's what you're going to put in here, right? At the top of every post, at the top of every page, make sure these are here. I've just got it built into my Statamic template. But yeah, this is super important. And in terms of pages, what I'll often do is, depending on the page, I have a block called call to action. So, I can have all this content, but then I have CTA is just a block that I can insert and move around, if I wanted to have it at a different spot. So yeah, make sure you develop a pretty nice call to action block and then use it whenever you're writing content or building new pages for your site. One thing that I wish I could see is if there's like Laravel Forge utilities. I don't know if people are searching for that, and you're a pretty high result already for this, but yeah, I'd be looking at pages like this, like where are folks already looking for stuff like this? Forge client, that might be a good one, right? Oh, except that's Minecraft. That's not going to help you. So Laravel Forge client maybe would be another one you could go after. Laravel Forge utilities. Sites, I don't know if this is a good site, but the easiest way to improve search results for this blog post is to add an image, add a YouTube video, and get more backlinks for it. Right now, there are none. It would be interesting to know where else people are organically talking about this. Like people who found it, how did they find it, and what were they thinking? Yeah. Yeah, so this kind of, I want to get it, seems useful, very handy, I think is what they mean. You might also target alternative to Alfred workflows for Laravel, since people have commented about that here. Anyone else watching live still have any ideas or comments that they think I should include before I close this video off? Yeah. Tweets like this are gold. I would actually, the other thing I would do if I were you, Jan, is I would contact folks like David and do a customer interview with them. Read Deploy Empathy and read the Mom Test, and read both of these books, and then just DM people like David, like Austin, and say, hey, I'm just curious, like, what was going on in your life that brought you to FBAR? Why did you start using it? What makes someone go from this person here, I've been wanting to get it, seems useful, to I got it and it's super useful? That's what we want to know. What motivated them to get it? And hopefully what you're looking for isn't people that motivated it for you because they wanted to support you, or because, you want people that are like, oh man, like I was just like Dorinda says here, been hitting deploy now and Forge a lot lately. So if that's the trigger, then you want to focus on that in your marketing. How to improve deployments with Laravel Forge. Tips for optimizing your deployment workflow in Laravel Forge. Those are 2 potential blog posts I think you could target. Here's another question. Is there an easy way to get terminal notifications when Laravel Forge deploy completes? So there's another use case. And then I know a lot of people don't like doing this, but we can also look at Reddit and search Reddit for this URL. See if it shows up. So without going to the web. So manage Forge without going to the web is a key insight. This is the kinds of insights you want to grab and turn into blog posts and headlines. How do I manage Forge without using the web, right? Just some people don't like going to Reddit because it's, especially to search for your own product, because it can make them feel bad. That's the danger. There's an emotional danger, Emmett. And then, I would just see Laravel Forge tips, I think, is another blog post idea you could go with, and see, nobody really has a Laravel Forge tips blog post, right? Like, what are some ways to optimize it? What are to use it even better? Oh, Freak has it. Tell Freak to update his article with a link to your app. Like, he needs to, this is 2015, like, refresh the content, right? So hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully I've given you a list of things to try. And if you have any more questions inside of, if you're a Mega Maker member, you can just ask them in the forum thread. Thanks everyone who tuned in live. Nice to have you here. And hopefully this was helpful. I'll try to do more of these. I can't promise, but I'll try. Talk to you later.